LG, that's not a 9. That's a British way to type G. Beat E United. So I believe that was a 2-0.
Well, I mean, that's not shocking with the way that LG played. I mean, both of them were amazing at the event.
I think the big thing is that LG still beat them with a substitute fourth. That's
I keep forgetting that because I haven't got to cast them either.
Apparently, Panda was the right pickup. We're into it though.
Saints
Gaming
haven't been dominant, really.
Yeah, not as much. OpTiC Gaming versus Red Reserve now underway. We're watching Formal, probably one of the best in the world with the NV4, looking over his teammates in the hill.
The only one really close to deal with anything is going to be Urban, kind of waiting patiently here to try and make a play, but he drops almost immediately. We'll go back to Formal because he's got 3 in a row, pushing top. There was a one-shot that pushed the outer wall run. He's going to get the call out to his teammates that he's coming through. I think he just jumped up on his head, but Scump was there to clean it up.
Another flank coming in now from behind. This time it's Joe. Does get 2 for the moment. As now he's going to look for more, but Scump and Krim already still on this hard point. 18-1 the score. OpTiC Gaming with the start you want to see from the North American team.
Yeah, and I just feel like you can't have a slow start like Red Reserve did coming into the event. I just don't think they're not going to reverse sweep OpTiC, right? You have to play them tough in the first couple of games. Take a 1-1 split if you can. You go down 2-0 to OpTiC, you're getting smoked.
You're getting smoked indeed. 31-1, moving towards Lower Street. Joe is the first player here, but look at the green arrows for OpTiC Gaming. They're pushing towards patio. They have Scump now flying into the hill. He's going to do his best to contest for the moment. Joe there now to trade the kills. OpTiC Gaming cannot get control of this Lower Street hardpoint.
And Urban's the one kind of getting into a key position. You know, you watch, God, like, why does it feel like it looked like I almost thought he had first shot on Formal. Still loses the gunfight there.
Do you love Formal more than you love your girlfriend?
Nah, I can't answer that question. She might be watching.
Blink if that's true. He didn't blink. But no. It's right now, yes, it's OpTiC winning. But what we see from Red Reserve at times, they do have a slow start to some hard points. And right now, all 4 players on your team are negative. Joe just moved into the positive side. It's tough to beat a team like OpTiC Gaming when Slen is their number 1 thing as a team.
And God, this is about to get ugly. You saw the rotation come over. I believe it was Urban and Urban and Joe, maybe. There were the 2 that tried to push over to Graveyard first. One drops, the other falls right after, and you give a nice setup here to Crim6 and crew. Krim found one pushing on Market Steps. He can wrap back to grab him coming out of Hotel. And this is going to be a bloodbath because they're looking at a full 60 here. You only have
nice shots, Joe.
You only have like 1 more opportunity. That's really
maybe.
it.
And even in this opportunity,
oh, look where Krim spawned.
Yeah, they already have push towards this new hill. Actually, no, 35 seconds left. I didn't notice how much time there was. They can still go for this push. And
oh, no, they would. I just think this is the last one.
Yeah, OpTiC really is going to have the last one it's going to come down to because you can see everyone spawning on out. Formal doing everything they can to stay alive. But OG up by about 55 seconds. I think they should get the final break again. And now watch this green arrows. They're just going to go. They ran all the way across the map. Now they're going to do it again back towards this broken hill. I like OpTiC Gaming's setup right now. They have the double NV4 in Formal and Krim, and it is just lethal on the map. You can see how much the boys in Red Reserve are struggling to get close to where they can really excel in some of these gunfights.
Yeah, it's the map where you can just really get away with it on most hard points.
4 up for Red Reserve, 4 dead.
Outside of like Hotel, really, you can. But yeah, they're getting wiped off the map. They're getting wiped off in bad times, right? When you're trying to get that first setup and they just get crushed. Well, let's go to Krim Street. He's set up on bridge, shutting down most. Karma on a 4 streak. Everybody getting it done. Krim's 2 kills, though, with a 3-man push is going to be enough to slow them down.
Positive 18 right now for OpTiC Gaming after just this first few set of hills. You can see they're on a combined 7 streak, now 8 streak between these guys, making nearly 10. As this is just as one-sided as it can really get outside of that start of the FaZe vs Splice game, where FaZe were up, what was it, 180-2?
Something like that. Yeah, 150-2. It was not pretty. But you see everyone, this is when it gets scary for OpTiC when you see 2, 3, 4 streaks starting to pop up for basically everybody on the roster.
And on the minimap, Karma just keeps going for these flanks. He just keeps pinching Red Reserve because they're having to fight these long-range NV4s of Crim6 and Formal. And because they are, their pace is so slow when going for retakes, and then you have Karma doing stuff like this. Their pace is slow on the retakes, and then Karma's just running around and punishing them.
That's one of the things that I think some teams don't do enough in hardpoint is get somebody, 1 or 2 players out there that push it really far. Because if you're stacked up more around the hardpoint, you only need to get once. You die once, basically, you spawn out. Yeah. You lose it. If you get to some of these engagements happening halfway across the map, Karma can die, spawn right back up with his teammates, right?
How many times have we seen now kills come in where you see that plus 25 for an assist for OpTiC Gaming? Their team shot right now is exceptional for what we've seen at the start of this game. 160-25. There's another assist coming in on our screen. This is just relentless right now from the green wall.
And this is where it becomes tough. Like, you never see a top NA team do this to another top NA team. No. We just saw FaZe do this to Splice. I know they end up making it a little bit more respectable. And now you see OpTiC doing it to Red Reserve. Like, you just can't get hammered this bad.
No. And right now, again, Scump just gets in the hard point and does that. 1v2, cleans up both. Double positive at the end of the first hill, or set of hills. It's going to be 169-38.
This is one of those game ones that I just don't know if you can rebound from.
I mean, OpTic's positive 26 right now, maybe.
These are hard to cast. These last two hard points that I had to cast are just such blowouts. It's like, what do you start to highlight when it's just getting so out of hand? It's like, OpTic's just better.
Yeah, they're on another combined 8 streak now. Everything going in their favor. They're up by 150. As now, if you're Red Reserve, you're looking ahead to game 2. Yes, you're trying to come back, but for the most part, you're looking ahead to game 2.
Yeah, you have to be. Maybe they can make it more respectable like you did for Splice, but regardless, this is a tough one. And Urban, you know, he's been in the conversation. One of the best players in EU. Over the last couple titles, he's been great, but he is just getting hammered right now. 6-17. Not going to get it done in the game 1 hard point, but he is able to finish up Crim6 there, and they pick up a couple points, but now we're rotating out. I was going to get back over to Karma, but I think he just dropped. So Karma and Scump both going to fall. Maybe Red Reserve now a chance to rally something together here.
And they're starting it. What are you beginning to see? I mean, some kills actually being chained together.
Yeah,
the first thing. 2 pieces. I think that was a big miss earlier. OpTiC were just always out trading, and it wasn't just trades. It was like 3-1, 4-1 in numbers and difference. So right now they have some map positioning as well. Urban staying alive at least for a little bit in top patio. They're forcing OpTiC to sprint at them, which is a difference from earlier, where the boys of Formal and Crim6 were just sitting back with NV4s and having people run to their site.
Speaking of,
now it's being kind of switched around.
It certainly is. Urban, looks like he's running a pistol here as well. We've seen the EMC come up with some crazy plays this weekend, but mostly in Search and Destroy.
Oh, the ONI as well, too.
Not so
Both
much.
of them getting some love.
In hard point. Let's go over to Scump because he's got a couple kills in a row. They're going to get the final 10 seconds here and try to wrap to the top. So I'm going to go to Rated because this is key for Rated. Rated has to go huge here. And he's getting collapsed on. He is able to find the kill, and that's going to be Urban doing it with him, picking up 2. This is the exact opposite of what happened last time through, where they lost the gunfights on the entry.
That would have actually been a really nice pickup. But now he's got to worry about his market push, and OpTiC Gaming are beginning to flood down every single lane. This is a setup you want to go for on the break. He sent 2 through Hotel, 1 try to pinch the curve. Thankfully for Red Reserve, I do believe they're getting these first few kills, really hurting the opportunity for OpTiC to go for this break. And now was a 150-second difference is now down to just 80.
And this is basically exactly kind of what we saw in the last series of FaZe and Splice.
Yep. It's
a blowout early, then all of a sudden the EU comes alive. But the question is it going to be too little too late like that series? Or can they actually pull off one of the better comebacks that we've seen? They are going to give up this time. It looks like Urban might try to disrupt. He actually falls. So they have to set up now for Broken, and it's going to be almost out of reach. It'll be 245 or so?
Yeah,
so 235, sorry.
And last time OpTiC Gaming, they had to go for this full break on this broken hardpoint. Remember, they got 4 kills, 4 up, 4 dead. So we'll see if they can do the same thing here. It's looking like it's going to be a little bit tougher this time around as players are spawning on out still. 233 to 132 the score. OpTiC can close it out here.
Zero's going to have some big ones. He finds Formal, Scump dropping as well. It's just Karma and Crim to push. One got in behind. That's actually Karma underneath. He has Camo to play with as well.
How does he do this stuff?
I don't know. He's just running in behind one. Nice route from him. Makes everybody turn around. Well, you can't see me. He's invisible and finds another in the corner. That might seal the deal as Karma comes up clutch. Clever route. The Camo ices it, and now he's locked up at top range, which is one of the bigger power positions of the game here.
Karma and Crim6, again, the duo putting on a little bit of a show. That's going to be it for game number 1. A 7 streak for Crim to close it on out. Karma's landing at the kill feed as well. OpTiC Gaming take map number 1, 250 to 149.
And same thing. I mean, when you look at 250 to 249, you think, oh, it was a
250 to 149.
What did I say?
You said 250 to 249.
Oh, 250 to 149.
You say that?
That's a lot different. You think, oh,